Direct News TV. November 12, 2023. Billionaires are teaming up for pro-Israel, anti-Hamas media drive, report. A billionaire real estate tycoon in the United States is rallying support for a high-dollar media crusade to boost Israel's image and demonize the Hamas armed group amid global pro-Palestinian solidarity protests. The media campaign, called Facts for Peace, is seeking million-dollar donations from dozens of the world's biggest names in media, finance and technology, according to an email seen by news website Semaphore. More than 50 individuals are being courted, including former Google CEO Eric Schmidt, Dell CEO Michael Dell and financier Michael Milken. They have a combined net worth of around $500 billion, Semaphore said. Get ahead of the narrative. U.S. billionaire Barry Sternlicht, who started the project, said the campaign would help Israel get ahead of the narrative as the world has reacted to the intensive Israeli attacks in the Gaza Strip. Public opinion will surely shift as scenes, real or fabricated by Hamas, of civilian Palestinian suffering will surely erode Israel's current empathy in the world community, Sternlicht wrote in an email soliciting contributions from the wealthy figures shortly after Hamas's October 7 attacks on Israel, according to Semaphore. We must get ahead of the narrative. Israel has carried out relentless airstrikes on the besieged Gaza Strip since October 7, killing at least 11,078 Palestinian people, including 4,500 children, displacing 1.5 million people, and wrecking much of the territory's infrastructure, Gaza officials say. Hamas's surprise attack on Israeli territory on October 7 killed some 1,200 Israelis, according to Israeli officials. Sternlicht's media drive aims to brand Hamas as a terrorist organization that is not just the enemy of Israel, but of the United States, he wrote. The goal is to draw $50 million in private donations, paired with a matching contribution from a Jewish charity. Hamas is already designated as a terrorist organization by the US and the European Union for its armed resistance against Israeli occupation. It is unclear which figures have donated, but the campaign has raised at least a few $1 million already, Semaphore reported, citing people familiar with the matter. It is being advised by Josh Vlasto, a communications strategist who previously worked for U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer and former Governor of New York Andrew Cuomo, Semaphore reported. The U.S. is Israel's strongest global ally, providing it with billions of dollars of aid annually and staunch diplomatic backing. Despite the mounting humanitarian crisis in Gaza, the U.S. government has continuously rebuffed global calls for a ceasefire and reiterated that Washington will not give Israel red lines in the war. On November 2, the U.S. Congress passed a $14.3 billion emergency military aid package for Israel. However, public support for the U.S.'s position appears to be ebbing, with nearly half of U.S. Democrats disapproving of how Joe Biden has handled the conflict, according to a recent poll by the Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research. Social media giants such as Instagram, X, YouTube and TikTok have been accused of censoring pro-Palestine voices by reducing their reach, a practice known as shadow banning. Axios reported last month that pro-Palestine posts on TikTok were being viewed 4 times more than pro-Israel posts. This came as people around the world have reacted with horror to the mounting death toll in Gaza, where most of the killed are civilians. Facts for Peace, the media campaign launched by Sternlicht, aims to win back public favor for Israel, posting videos on its social media pages blaming Hamas for the plight of Palestinians and denying claims of Israeli rights violations. The most recent video posted on its Facebook page argues that Israel is not an apartheid state. This contradicts findings from Palestinian, Israeli and international rights experts, including from the United Nations, that Israel is practicing apartheid through its deeply discriminatory dual legal and political system in the occupied territories. Israel occupied West Bank, East Jerusalem and Gaza in the 1967 war and later annexed East Jerusalem. It withdrew its forces from Gaza in 2005 but continues to maintain a siege on the territory of 2.3 million people. Israel has continued to expand settlements in the occupied West Bank and East Jerusalem, a step considered illegal under international law. Settlements pose the biggest hurdles in the realization of an independent and sovereign Palestinian state living side by side with Israel, experts say. The U.S. has condemned the settlement's expansions but done little to stop its closest ally. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.